Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian back with another video, and we are back, guys, with our State of Decay 2 review series. We have a submission here from GuruStu. Submitted a video. He says, sorry it's a bit longer than intended, which is fine, guys. As long as it doesn't go over, like, 45 minutes to an hour, it's perfectly fine. But he said, here's day 12 of his very first Dark Side mod playthrough, which he's playing my mod that was made by me and Zero. It's a very, very, very hard mod, guys. I'd say it's probably about the pinnacle of difficulty in the game. It doesn't get much harder than this. So I'm pretty interested to see. I'm doing my own Dark Side series, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see how he's playing through this himself. He said he's only taken out one Plague Heart, and the map is festooned with infestation. With recent deaths and ever-increasing pressure from the Zeds, he was intending on getting out of Dodge, but have to come up with a new plan. So, sounds like to me he might be thinking about bailing on this map since he doesn't have too much invested in it with the Plague Hearts, and he's just like, hey, you know what? There's too many infestations. Let me get the hell out of here. So let's jump into the video, guys, and just see what we got going on here. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited to get into this. All right. It's good quality, by the way, man. I can tell you right now, this freaking, he submitted this in HD, guys. It's 1080p.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Whoever's watching, shout out to Brian Menard. I've got a review here coming to you from Aotearoa, New Zealand. GuruStu from Auckland here, playing a Dark Side mod. So I'm putting this up for review because this is my first playthrough of the Dark Side mod, and it's pretty awesome, like 9.5 out of 10. It's just fantastic. So I'm at a relatively delicate position in the game, so really keen on anyone's thoughts about what my plan is. I do have one, and boy do I need one. I'll just jump in. So
Awesome. So this is cool. He gave us a breakdown of what he's trying to, or what he's doing. Yeah, he's definitely got quite a few communities here. But yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting to see. It's a pretty cool name, the Troubadours.
So here's my group, Troubadours. We're playing on the Mega Valley. We've been in there for about 12 days. It's getting pretty hot in there. Mega Valley is not one of my favorite maps. It's just a little featureless. But hey, that's where it randomly started. So when I play State of Decay, I always select the first 3 random characters, which probably other things out there I don't use. I basically just try and keep the game as pure to the experience as possible.
Now, I appreciate that mindset right there, guys, because that's exactly how I come at this game. I want it to be as, I don't want any of the stuff that's put into the game to like make it easier or stuff like that. I'm not a fan of that stuff. I think it just takes away from the experience. So this is a like-minded individual.
Scraping at a living. Here we are. So a real quick recap. Here be the map. So, and I've checked these outposts out because I had a really hard session last session. I started up in the usual place. Cleared out this kind of area pretty well without too much problems. Bit of stealth, worked out quite well. Lost my first character next door to the Pioneers. Jumped in my car in the dark, didn't realize that a bloater had basically splattered on the hood, and so yeah, a real nasty way to go. I lost another character clearing out a Plague Heart in here. I thought, hey, Brian said he's toughened them up a bit, so in I went. 6 grenades, fuel bombs, napalms, molotovs, everything. Man, yeah, okay. Like, you mean 15 to 20 times tougher than what they used to be on Nightmare level. So, yeah, I was impressed. They weren't. They ate me alive. So, yeah, that took me down to my last character.
Oh, so to go down to your last character, that's a tough one, man. To drop down to 1 survivor at the start there. Yeah, we buffed them Plague Hearts pretty good, guys. You go in there with munitions, you're going to be wasting quite a bit of stuff. If you ain't got the real good stuff or just a lot of it, it's going to take a lot to kill the Plague Hearts. That's why generally you'll see a lot of us resort to melee. Because weapons are cheap. Melee weapons are cheap. They're quiet. They don't bring a lot more zombies in. And yeah, the only thing at that point, the only resource you're spending is parts and stamina. So if anytime you can, like we're not over here kicking plague hearts just to like show out. Like it's to either you can kick the plague hearts, which use at that point you're just using stamina, which is a free resource because you'll just recover it by sleeping. So you can just kick it, which uses nothing. You're not even using parts at that point, or you rely on melee weapons, which are still fairly cheap, and there's so many in the game. Like it's so easy to go around the map just looting and stock up on melee weapons. So if I were to give you any tips on that, from this point forward, is I would focus on meleeing the plague hearts. Just get up close and personal, deal with them like that, and use heavy weapons. And then use something to keep the zombies away from you while you're doing that. If you check out how I do it, I'll generally throw firecracker, set of firecrackers nice and far away, get all the zombies to go over there. I'll run up, melee to heart. As soon as the firecrackers stop, I go back out, I throw them again, get the firecrackers crackling again, go melee to heart, and I just do that over and over and over again. That way I keep the zombies over there while I'm dealing with the plague heart. The only time is when when it goes into its little stage there where you can't go near it. At that point you just want to get out, because that's going to call all the zombies to the heart, and then once the heart's done doing that, you just throw your firecrackers again, lure them away, go back in, and just repeat the process.
I managed to get back on my feet. I pushed on. I took out an infestation here, lost another guy. Now, I was pushing the envelope a little bit on this one because there was a plague feral and stuff, and I needed to kind of test out how hard the game is. The feral attacked me and turned me in like 2 seconds flat, and I started shambling around this kind of area until I managed to go collect my gear. I've been pushing on in the game. I used my influence early to pull up more survivor areas. I've been spending influence like crazy. My first outpost was this Jolly Collie Tavern, mainly taken for because I desperately needed food, plus I needed to loot all this area. Game crashed, teleported me back to my base, leaving my car there. So I took an old clunker down there, and basically I do have a car. It's a good one at daytime, not so good at night, and I'll explain that when I get to it.
So I can see right now you got a lot of infestations. This happens to a lot of players when you get overwhelmed. Not saying that you're overwhelmed, but when you get overwhelmed with a difficulty. It happened to me when I first started Nightmare Zone. Even when I first started Darkside, you got so many other things you have to manage, and all of a sudden you got infestations popping up. You don't have the resources to go deal with these infestations, so at that point you kind of get behind. And as you can see, it's 5, 6, 7, 8 infestations right there just in the center part of the map that I can see. And yeah, having all them will definitely make life a little bit miserable for you. And it seems like you moved to a side of the map that has 4 plague hearts in that area. So that's probably making it a little rough on you too, for sure. But yeah, I know how hard it is when you should probably take about an hour and only focus on infestations. If your map ever gets like this, just stop what you're doing. Make sure you have the resources you need, food and stuff, so your people don't start bitching and going into like starvation mode. But then just literally take that time and go out and just clear infestations with firecrackers. If you don't have flame to where you can burn them out, I showed a video where you can literally lure zombies out. So you just throw firecrackers, lure everything out the infestation. They'll walk out into the road or wherever you threw them, and then you just keep throwing them further and further away. And eventually, when they get far enough away from the infestation, the number starts ticking down, and eventually it'll be cleared. So you can clear infestations without killing a single zombie, just by luring zombies away.
Anyway, time came to have to move, and so I shifted down to Camp Kalanqua, I think it's called. For 2 reasons. 1, I had to get out. 2, I've never been there before in any other playthrough, so I thought I'd check it out and see what I thought. What I should have done in hindsight is check what else was going on the hood before I moved on in. So yeah, pretty unsavvy area. These plague hearts are just putting a ton of pressure on at Camp Kalanqua. I'll show you the base in a minute. It's generally pretty safe inside the boat. Inside the boat, inside the camp, but anywhere outside of here and up this driveway is a fucking sphincter clenching perilous experience. Basically I have to clear this out just to get the car up onto the main road, and get out of here. So it's been hell. Anyway, in the last session, that I played, I ran up here, cleared a bloater out, and a murder pack, which was just lurking up here, just chased me all the way back into the base. Couldn't be saved. Yeah, murder packs, they do what they say on the box, all right. Yeah, they're the single most savage, deadly encounter event you can have in this game.
For sure.
And then I lost. I was with the Brewers or something. I was out around this, and I walked up a hill over here, a ridge, and just over the ridge, another murder pack. Wiped out one of my alpha characters. Not so much for skills, but had a scoped AK-47 and basically all my ammo. Couldn't recover the body. I got back out there as quick as I could, but shambled off somewhere else on the map. No idea. Lost.
Happened to me, guys. Hashtag rest in peace. What was his name, guys? Freaking Zeb. I think it was Zeb. He same thing happened to me. He died, had a bunch of cool guns on him, and he freaking shambled off into the night's time. I was never able to recover the body. Yeah, but I like what you said about in hindsight, like you moved there, you didn't know what was in that area, and you moved to a base that you've never lived in before. It was brave. That's a brave move. I guess, you know, and most people like wouldn't even think to do something like that. But in a difficulty like this, you know, pre-scouting an area before you go into it, or if you don't have buildings revealed, make sure you hop up on one of them towers, scout the areas out before you go there. But yeah, in that case, you were in a rush. You were just trying to get out.
To the haze. Lost to the haze. The name will be chiseled somewhere. I can't remember it. Since then, I've pushed up to here. Oh, they're new. Oh, just popped up now. Cleared this area out with this outpost. I checked out the exits because I was thinking it was time to go. Because I couldn't set up the still, the two remaining survivors in the Squalone's Brewing Company wanted to join. So, alright. I grabbed them, have brought them back to base, and now my plan is to get the hell out of here. Get up to Squalone's. Set it up. I have an infestation problem. You probably realize this. So the plan is to grow a shit ton of food, convert it into a shit ton of fuel, convert the fuel into a shit ton of Molotov cocktails, and convert these infestations into piles of burnt and charred carcasses. And I have to get onto that pretty quickly because it's deadly out there. It is I'm under pressure.
So, like I told you, you're going about this looking at it in a you want to burn it out. That would be a lot of resources, man. You're talking a lot of fuel, a lot of time to craft that fuel. In this case, like I said, your best bet would be to just lure. You would just want to try to lure all the infestations out. I know you probably don't know that's a thing. Hopefully you'll see this review in time, but yeah, I would definitely try to lure the zombies out instead of burning them out. It's cheaper. The only thing you're buying is firecrackers or any type of noisemakers. That's what I would do, honestly.
So yeah, pretty nasty. Anyway, that's the history of it. Anyway, let me show you the base. I've got a farm, level 1 watchtower, level 2 infirmary, level 2 workshop. Not enough materials to really do too much else at this stage. I'm keeping them because I'll need to move into the new place, and when you pull these down, I think you only get about half worth back. So yeah, my only real problem here is running pretty low on meds. Food's okay, and that's going to blow your mind in a minute. Ammo's kind of okay, material's okay, so meds are a bit of an issue. Parts, not an issue. Influence, I just ran off and spunked a whole lot of wine and luxuries into a nearby enclave in order to build that up to just enough that I can get into the Squalones. So this will be my crew to go in there.
Oh, you got a pretty big group, man. Your recovery has been pretty. I'll give you that. Your recovery is really, really good. And that's the thing is, like, you can get down in this game. You can hit rock bottom, down to one survivor, but it's all about the comeback. And it seems like you were able to recover pretty well. But I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys are probably pretty fresh survivors. But your plan right now is great, man. Just getting out of that base. The only good thing that base has is the water, but the brewery also has the built-in stills, which you can also get water from. So yeah, that your plan to go to that the brewery is great, because that is a really, really good base for you also to generate more influence, because you can start producing alcohol and just selling it. So that's a really good base. So I 100% am behind you with this plan.
So I've got 9. There's my dead people out the back. What we've got, real quickly, take through. My mechanic came into the group pretty early. Pretty cool, got stealth. A pretty budget mechanic, but who cares? Can make toolkits.
That's all that matters.
That's all I need. One of the drunks from the Squallone's Brewing Agency got bartending. She'll be happy there. Surgeon, always need one of those. He's done fuck all. That's his one job. Just do that. Then we've got Patrick. I think he's another one of their brewers. So yeah, he'll get busy pretty soon. My leader, Warlord, one of my few heroes. I think I've only got 2 of them actually. He's my cook. He's done a pretty good job at that. He's been he's been a heavy hitter, fairly tough. And Warlord, my only leader, because he was the only one I had. Bill is my tank. Taken because of his tankness.
Yeah, so that player setup right there is good. I like that. Powerhouse, my favorite cardio skill. Discipline pairs very, very well with cardio. Well, it pairs very well with Powerhouse. Yeah, it's pretty good.
He's starting to level up now. He's also my
striking.
Gardener, so that's a lot of.
It's good. A lot of, good character.
What's the word? A lot of weight on his shoulders. This guy's my main man, Rashid. He's my favorite. I got him because he was a driver, and I've never had a driver, and I thought that would be pretty awesome. But what he does is give me meal plan.
Ooh.
Never seen this before, but it's in here. So pretty sure I must be pretty close to max 75% food consumption, because I am not losing food, I don't think, if I do the seed run. There we go. Do the seed run, I'll be growing food. So with many hands make light work, and if you can feed them, then you're all.
That's impressive, man. For you to be up to 9 survivors in this mode, and be able to produce food in the situation you're in, that's good stuff, man. That's hard to do. I got, I think, 5 or 6, and I'm able to produce food at this point. So 9, that's a tall tale right there, man, to try to live up to.
Good to go. Cornell Utilities, got him. I think I also need power for hydroponics, but eventually, we're going to be setting those up, so we need them. And Tim, well, he's got construction, and I needed meat to go out into the field and do stuff, so there they are. So Bill's pretty miffed. I'm going to take him, and I'm going to take someone else. Yo, Patrick.
Oh, brave man! You're going to bring followers with you.
I cannot enlist additional follow-up. Why is that? Can't find anyone else.
Lend me a hand, will you?
I'm not looking that hard.
I'll be right behind.
Daylights are wasting.
All right, so I haven't got to look at your inventory yet, but I see you're going out with a 50 cal on your back. That's
and daylight is really important.
A really good weapon dealing with the plague pharaohs.
Here we go. This is the usual welcoming committee.
But if anyone out there wanted to lend a hand, I wouldn't say no.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some supplies. Usually I just leave my entire inventory up.
All right. Yeah, so we'll see what you gear up with to go out. Maybe this is your base defense kit.
For looting. Out. Don't need that. Get a decent gun. It's been a little while since I played this, by the way. I don't have a lot in the way of decent guns.
So your locker looks like my locker, man. That's the thing about this mod is you'll get a decent amount of guns. It's ammo. Like you'll have guns for days, but you ain't got bullets to shoot. So
not a lot at all. Not this guy anyway. Someone's got to have a gun.
What up?
The right point. I'll follow.
Yeah, I'll take what he's having.
What's new, buddy? Alright, I'm tagging out. You're up. You know, I just feel like I'm in the right place with the right people.
It's not the best gun in the world.
I appreciate that.
Big Hank, man. The Big Hank rifle is great. You just don't got no 357.
Actually. So, believe it or not, this 9mm pistol, scoped pistol, is probably my best gun. Don't require
After you.
any ammo.
Yeah, everybody takes advantage of that. I mean, if you guys look at mine, I take all the ammo out the guns every
They
time.
do reload, but yeah, for the most part. Ah, far out. Sorry, man, I am rusty as. I need my stuff for getting there and in case I run into trouble. So I'll take some distractors.
There you go.
Take these. Take that.
Yeah, because I was going to say your initial loadout that you were running out there with was a death sentence. I was going to say something, but you corrected it. Yeah, they have going out with the pistol and the ammo. You could get away with that in like regular Nightmare Zone, but anything above that difficulty, you're going to be having a rough day. I actually like that you're using the nutritious snacks. Those are very, very good. And since you have somebody with cuisine or nutrition, I think you had somebody, I can't remember exactly, but being able to use those, they're good because they actually will save you inventory slots because you don't have to carry both meds and stam because they heal both. They heal both med and stam at the same time. But yeah, if I was you, I would have carried those and maybe doubled down on more stamina items, like brought some snacks or something with me, because you really don't need to carry meds and those unless you want to keep it separate, because like if you do want to heal chip damage, you don't want to use your stamina items at the same time. But yeah,
Take that. Take one of those. Kind of feel like, do I need anything else? Probably not. Alright. So, I've got an upgraded car, but the problem with this one is, yeah, it's pretty quiet out there now. We might be able to just jump in the car and go. Oh no, there they are.
all right. See, so right now what you're doing, you're trying to clear out the area so you could leave. As long as you don't see any bloaters on that road, just drive out. Because if anything, you're just going to lure them away from your base. And the cars are so fast that nothing's going to be able to stop you. The only thing I would do is if I was watching that road, I would just check for bloaters. That way when you swing up, you're not going to smack into them. But I wouldn't waste any time or resources on anything other than bloaters on this road.
Yeah. The headlights don't seem to work. And
Yeah.
I've seen this bug before on Nightmare.
It's not even a bug, dude. It's any vehicles with the things on the front of them, the upgraded ones, they have shitty ass
They
headlights.
shine up from the scoop. So, a very powerful car that's fast, driving it at night,
Sucks.
just a disaster waiting to happen.
There's a
and it
couple
has
other upgrade vehicles that have shitty headlights.
Why do I always find the ugly ones? 10 points.
Speed kills in this game. So very carefully getting out of here. And we're going to drive pretty slowly because I really can't afford to have bloaters materializing 2 meters in front of my car at 100 miles an hour.
But to me, it's like the rest of the world finally caught up.
You want to slow down a bit?
Yeah, I like what you've done with the cars here, man. Massive fuel tanks, you know, a bit more realistic. Cars they feel like they're a little bit tougher than what they were in Nightmare, but that's okay. I like the way you can't reverse over zombies with impunity. That's a bit of a bit of a cheat. Sometimes you just got to do it because there's so many of them. But you know,
Hell yeah.
I don't cut across country. It's just not in my makeup. That's an abandoned car. Yeah, jumped into it, covered with zombies. They destroyed it in like a few seconds. Maybe I'll come back for it one day. Yeah, so cars are good. Would be good. You know, vans still carried more than say some of the other vehicles. You know.
You bring up a good point there, man. That's something I'm gonna talk on with Zero. I actually don't. If you see this, right now all of our vehicles carry the same amount of equipment across the board. I personally use a different mod that I put over that. It's the realistic vehicle storage mod. So if you want to put that, just put it over the dark side mod. Make sure you prioritize it in your mod list. And that mod has a very good balance for vehicle storage. So instead of just incorporating the mod, if you do want something else, I advise you to get that mod. That's the one I use. Vans have like 35 or 40 slots compared to all these other vehicles, and some of the vehicles get smaller and smaller. So instead of 18 across the board, that is a good mod to check out. So make sure you check it out.
Maybe scaled a little bit, but you know, we're talking about, you know, the really fine stuff there. I think it's great, this mod. So Zero, the maker, well done. The architect. All right, coming up on the plan. This is so quiet. I've gotten off lightly here.
Somebody just hitched a ride. Brainless coming in.
Alright.
I like your playstyle though, man. You play without a mini map, which I can't. I've been playing without a mini map for so long now. I can't. It looks weird when I have one. But yeah, I do like your playstyle.
This place out. Yeah. So yeah, really keen to know what you think about my plan, how I'm doing, anything you recommend. I've been following Brian Menard's game on playthrough. His Let's Play on.
Here's a place that has some potential.
Right, we can get it right now. I'm gonna do it. Awesome. First thing that's going up is the watchtower. It's gonna be there. Not always where people usually put them, but here you've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's the spot for it. The other good thing about having so many people is you can do a lot.
Yeah, you got a lot of labor, dude. I'm jealous, actually.
This thing here, this will come in really handy. Cooperage. So it'll speed things up, plus it means you don't need the materials maintenance.
Yeah, it's a good base. This is a really good base.
So we need an infirmary. We need a workshop. Now I might be able to get away with a workshop. Level 1 workshop, because really all I use it for is to break down parts and repair shit. I've got this to make Molotovs. We can schedule a break. So
yeah, that's the good thing about this brewery, guys. The brewery is a very, very good base. It's just set up so well. All the pre-existing stuff in the base is good. It has built-in water. You got the stills to make alcohol. So you move into this base was a very, very good idea. The bar acts kind of like you said, you get to craft Molotovs in it. It kind of acts like a morale thing. It has some of the stuff that what the hell is that? I forgot the hell the name of it is right now, but the rooms that you could set up, you could play board games and all that stuff. It has the lounge has like some lounge features in it. So it's really good, and I think it even has like some kitchen aspects to it. Right there with you can craft stuff like snacks, and it's a really good base.
Yeah.
So you can enact rationing. So it acts as a kitchen that you can craft Molotovs that has a lounge attached to it. The tasting room it's ridiculously good.
And I really like what you can do with kitchen. When I get water, which I should already have. So here we get water. Nice one. Even got a mod. That's impressive. So the water. What do we need? Power for that?
Oh yeah, bud.
Well, we can do that. I've only got one. Probably sold all the others.
Some days I wish we still had meetings going. You know what I mean?
We will need a farm.
First time I killed someone, I came way too close to taking over.
When we work together, we make everyone's life better.
So, where was I?
Definitely need
Yes.
level 2
First time I
infirmary.
killed someone, I came way too close to taking a drink. And it doesn't get any easier.
All right, so I'm pretty interested to see what you're gonna do with beds in this situation, because you're down 10 beds right now. I'm interested to see how you're gonna do this.
Right, we're not getting any bonus for any bonus beds at this base. So what we'll probably do. This is going to be a level 2 watchtower, by the way. I can tell you that right now. What's that one?
So you have a outpost right now that is a dead outpost that doesn't give you anything. I don't know which one it was. Was it the tavern? Because the tavern, dude.
Outpost 1. It's weird. I thought I had two food outposts.
All right, yep. So you made the same mistake I did back in the day. The Jolly Tolly taverns, guys, do not count as food outposts. This is in the base game. This is not even the mod. This isn't anything. This is in the base game. You go there, you can loot food, but once you empty the place out, it's no longer a food area. I don't know if that's as intended, but yeah, that's how that is. So it's a dead outpost. So you need to drop that outpost and get something else.
I must have misread it. It's embarrassing. So yeah, let's upgrade this.
So right there, you just wasted materials on getting a level 2 watchtower. I wouldn't have focused on that right now. I would have used those materials on getting a new outpost, because you're going to spend all these materials building up your base, but then you're going to have to go out and loot more materials just in order for you to. But once I realized that was a dead outpost, you got to think in your head, all right, now I'm going to have to spend at least 10 to 15 more materials just getting a new outpost, because the return on outposts is not, it's not even. But a level 2 watchtower is good, but right now it's not necessary.
Huh? See?
If we don't clear out some infestations, we're gonna be real sorry.
Yeah, this is true.
Hey, buddy. I almost missed you.
Alright,
Vaya con Dios.
well, they're doing that.
Folks really aren't that happy at home.
No, they're not.
More not happy than normal.
I'm going to see what's going on over the road. Probably moving a little quicker than I normally would. Let's see. So this guy's a real bruiser. Nice. And saying that, he's still probably going to stealth his way into this place. The fire station's got a big open area, plus lots of cubby holes, so they can
There you go, max out discipline.
get into the building without you knowing and then swarm you. I'm really after some meds, so it'd be good. We're just going to leave him there. Once upon a time, I would have shot him.
See a bloater taking a nap.
Frustrated. Me. Now what makes you say that?
Yeah, now the thing is, you didn't prioritize beds. When you're down 10 beds, that's pretty substantial. That would have been the first thing I focused on. I would have built a bunkhouse, or something, or maybe a Red Talon barracks, because it seems like you got a decent amount of prestige points. I would have done something. Went out right away and got a bed outpost, because you're gonna take a huge morale hit right now without having some beds.
Yeah, we can do something about that, hopefully. Put in a comfy chair. Might also cheer people up a bit.
But see, the things you're doing right now, you're just putting band-aids, you know, over a gunshot wound. You're wasting resources
Just
on
people to
trying to just keep people happy a little bit, when you should just take those resources and put them into something that's going to actually help your community long term. But yeah, those beds that's going to be a really big deal for you.
in there, really.
The hell is that melee weapon? It looks like a broom handle.
5 have been searched. Maybe I've been here before. We'll search as we go, as opposed to clear it out, because I just need
Yep, that's a
whatever
keeper.
I can find, basically. Alright, let's see how we're getting on at home. So what else can I build? I can build a kitchen. Don't really need one of those.
Beds.
Probably sheltered beds,
Those beds are alright. Like, it's gonna be enough to get you by, but it's still even when you level it up to a level 2, you're only gonna be getting 4 beds or 3 beds. So you would have to build 2 of those, and that would give you 6 beds. So you'd still need another outpost. You'd still need a bed outpost to heal you up.
Seems a bit of a waste. I really need to get a lot of food. I really need another farm. So I'm going to build a garden.
Yeah. So your priorities right now are just your head's in the right space. I see where you're thinking, but you're downplaying the fact that you don't have those beds so much that you don't understand the morale hit that you're taking.
Cope without the beds.
It's hard
Of us.
to cope without the beds, man.
In fact, you know, that's not the problem. Oh, compost bin, awesome.
It's a good find.
Oh, I didn't unload all the stuff when I was out there. Alright.
Yeah, you're gonna be battling low morale for a while.
Mission B. Yeah, I should be a lot more onto it with prep, but I guess maybe it's because I'm doing a review. I'm trying to get stuff done in a kind of 15 minutes, not take too long. Just kind of give you a gist of what I'm doing initially. I mean, shit, if you want me to do another video, I can do that.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna want an update video. We're gonna wanna see where this goes.
It's no problem. I just don't want this one to be massively long. And you know, a bit more time. I can do a better
We
job.
got this one locked down.
Sweet. It should make it fairly
Took
safe.
you long enough. I should threaten to leave more often.
Well, hey, just like that. Yeah, you can stay there. Sounds like there's more than one, doesn't it? Alright. Looks like, though, I can go back there and find some more stuff, but... say the rucksacks are gone. That's alright. I mean, I've got loads of parts, so that's always a good start. You can always make the stuff yourself.
So, you're running a lot of people, so you have to make sure you keep up on food. But if you remember, I don't remember if you had a garden at that other base, but you were positive in the food, and you didn't even have that second food outpost that you thought you had. So with your meds being as like low as they are, it seems like you're having a hard time keeping up with meds. I would probably convert that garden that you just built into medical.
So, my husband knows. How's our farm going? Right, so. Yes, please. Yes, please. 5 minutes. 6 minutes. 5 minutes.
I mean, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you got to do all 3 of
It
them.
all needs to be done.
Yeah, exactly.
Twelve.
So you're going ham with your materials right now. Me personally, I would have took my time. Even though all of this stuff does have to happen, I would have tried to prioritize a little more. It seems like you're going really hard and prioritizing food, but once you upgrade that farm and you get the compost bin in there along with seeding it, and if you had a proper second food outpost, you would probably be all right on food. You might be losing like 2, but losing 2 food a day is manageable. You know what I mean? You can very easily keep up with losing 2, 3 food a day, no problem. It's when you jump up into losing like 5 or 6 food a day that's where the issues come from. At this point, like I said, I would have focused on meds. I probably would have converted one of these to meds already.
Probably need some beds, eh? You only need 1. Yeah, I suppose that's what I can do with.
Realistically, that little area that you have up there at the top is really good for making sure that you're not shelling out a lot of materials, because in this mod it's really, really difficult to keep up with materials. But in the situation you're in, I probably would have tore it down and turned it into something more useful for you right now. I would have maybe turned it into a bunk room or something like that, or maybe even a second farm, something. I probably wouldn't have kept that staging area.
Yeah, I'll get some beds up. Now, why I'm building these farms outside is so that my watchtower is unobstructed.
We're making it way too easy for the zombies to hear us in here.
Yeah, they're gonna hear us, bro. On account of all our people. Now, these things can make fuel into food. Sorry, food into fuel.
Mm-hmm.
And then fuel into whatnot. Can I do that? Cheer, morale now stable.
But realistically, honestly, you're keeping up with your morale pretty good, even for having as many infestations, and the meds is low, and the bed penalty right now. Your morale is still pretty decent for you to still have stable morale.
Cool. Yeah, loads of seeds, which is great. What can we do? We can build ammo. That's.
Yeah, if your workshop's not doing anything else, why not?
I've never made crossbow bolts ever. It's too expensive. We will need parts.
Now, salvaging and weapon remains it's a good idea. I would break down weapons before I salvage those, because in my mod we have it to where you could actually need those as a requirement to craft some of the echo guns in the military outpost.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. So, 2 beds. Wow, it's hardly worth doing. Okay, we shall. I think seeds will do in this place.
Mm-hmm.
Starters.
Seed it up.
Alright.
I'd put the garden toolkit in one of the smaller garden and the compost bin in the farm.
Let's get back there.
That's good. It's real close.
Don't want no screamers lurking around.
I'm pretty sure you play on mouse and keyboard. I can tell just.
Oh yeah, gotta say, screamers. Yeah, love the visibility range. They see you from miles away. Yeah, unless you've got stealth, they pick you up pretty easily. Yeah, they are nasty.
Your aim is pretty consistent, and the way your screen moves, I don't know. To me, it looks like you're on a mouse, but you might be on a controller. I don't know. I think you're on a mouse though.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, really liking this mod. With this mod, I might even consider using the trader leader. Maybe. I'm gonna try it without.
Yeah, that's how.
You know,
same here, man.
If people were to use the trader, probably wouldn't Wouldn't think too less of them.
Yeah, I was in the same boat, sitting here struggling whether I want to use it or
I
not.
used a trader in nightmare mode, and basically you barely had to leave the base. It was easy to get anything you needed. So you didn't really have to venture out.
It's out there.
Oh, we might have a.
I don't know if you got the fuel rock already. I think you already did, though. You probably already came here and looted for fuel.
Alright. I'm not going out that door. Yeah, we're going to do this one on the down low. Yeah, so I've got quite a lot of community members. And that's because it's quite easy to recruit them. So I like the fact that, you know, you can have 5.
Empty. Moving on.
There's 5 members in an enclave. Happy with 3. 5's okay. But you can basically recruit all of them at the moment. So it means once you get them allied, they can...
I see a bunch of zombies heading our way, but it shouldn't be a problem.
This area looks like it needs some serious picking over. You can just recruit and recruit and recruit. So my only suggestion might be that perhaps, so it's not, you know, so you can't spam recruit, which is basically what I've done in the past. When the either when you recruit someone, the enclave drops back from allied to, say, friendly, so you've at least got to do one more mission for them. Or alternatively, you can recruit them, but when, let's say, you get down to 3 members, once they have 3 members, if you recruit another member, then they leave town. Either of those might be quite good, so that way, you know, you can recruit a couple of them, but not an entire enclave's worth, which is...
Yeah, how we the reason why we went about doing that was because a lot of people lose a lot of survivors in this mod, but even though everybody is available to be recruited, it me personally, I never would spend, you know, like spam recruit, because you got to also keep in mind how hard it is to like everything you're going through just to maintain having 9 survivors. That's a lot, but I like your idea that you had about their level changing, but I think we just technically are limited in being able to do that. I would have to talk with Zero and see if that's even possible, but I do like that idea.
Basically what I've done to boost my numbers back up to a nice healthy number of 8 or 9. Now why I have that many is because I hate jugs, especially when they come into your base.
That is a lot of zombies out there.
Well, shit, you might get some jugs right now. I think all that damn construction you had going on.
Yeah. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, so basically,
Successful delivery.
I like to have a lot of people in the base for when the juggernauts turn up.
Joe, we're under attack here at base.
Keep the door shut.
If an old man can keep going, so can you! Fight!
Yeah, this is quite a good spot.
Now, me personally, you're shooting zombies with precious ammo right now on a base siege. I personally wouldn't be wasting ammo unless you have to shoot. I would be letting your people shoot as much as possible, and you kind of just run around cleaning them up in melee, because right now you're just wasting bullets that you could use when you're out and about. It's unnecessary. You're putting wear and tear on your weapon because you got a silencer on there. It's don't do it. Like, if you're back at base, just let your people do all the shooting and you just run around cleaning everything up in melee.
Oh, crap.
Now, things like that, I would shoot bloaters and I would shoot screamers, always. But regular zombies, I wouldn't waste the bullets.
Zombie over there.
Oh, God.
How much longer can we keep
Yeah,
this up?
nice job, guys. Out the way, dude.
We got more zombies heading right for us. Yeah, that'll keep you quiet.
There you go.
Is that it?
Yeah, you wasted a lot of ammo there. Like I said, I wouldn't have shot any of them bullets. I might have shot that bloater, but I wouldn't have shot any of them rounds. Just let your people do the shooting.
That's it. No more Zeds. For now.
Grab those. There we go. Base is working out already. Nice one.
It's a pretty easy base to defend. It's nice. I like the setup.
Right. Things can calm down a little bit. Compost into there. Let's get the garden kit into there. Pop that up. Yeah. That seemed to install itself. So, no. 75 global action speed. Well, you know what? Takes
That'll help.
minutes.
With all your shit you got going on. It would have helped if you did that before.
But I can break that down one day and it might turn into an armory. So here we go. Let's check our food situation. So minus one.
Yeah, that's
5
easily
day.
withstand. Like you
It's
could
not
easily.
great.
That's good, man. The thing is, you don't always need to be producing food, especially when you got 9 people. You don't always need to be producing food. That's pretty good. Only losing 1.5 food per day that you can easily maintain that with loot. That's why I'm saying I would focus your garden on meds. That would be the thing I would swap that over for. Swap that over to meds and get rid of that dead outpost.
What we can do is,
Pick up more fuel out there, okay?
yeah, we need
So listen,
more of
it could work for this dude
everything.
to get pharmaceuticals without a prescription.
food.
Yeah,
Why not?
it's called drug dealing.
Ah,
Yeah, you
Not
just
street drugs,
you just got a mission that popped up too to give you some meds.
like painkillers
Sweet.
and sleep aids, stuff we could use.
so I can produce
What do you
food
think?
here. But mind you, the
Should have an
seeds
answer, but
probably
I just
more
don't yet.
valuable in the gardens, to be honest. Right, so that's it. I've made the transition. These guys are nasty pieces of work. I will probably
Those guys, if I was you, I would just go up there, kill them with zombies. Just try to maybe get some firecrackers, throw a bunch of firecrackers, lure a bunch of zombies to them, and just have the zombies do it for you. Firecrackers in this mod are they're pretty much like Zed bait or whatever the hell it is. You can just use that. Just throw firecrackers, lead zombies to them, get them killed.
from this point head on safe area that check.
Yeah, you can do 2 food outposts if you want food outposts right around your base. Extend that bubble, get you a bigger safe zone, and like I said, lure those zombies out of those infestations instead of burning them out. It'll be cheaper.
Check out the gun shed for sure. Safe area, gun shed. This red barn I've already had a good go at, so I'll probably clean that out. Then swing. We'll check the refuel site. Yeah, check this area out. Swing back this way and up. What will probably happen is clear back. Boom, 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 back. and then do that in 3 separate runs probably. Hungry refugees. They don't sound like the sort of friends to have, to be honest. Hungry refugee.
Yeah, those guys are a waste of the time. They're pretty much a pit. You just keep feeding into them, and I don't even think they ever become allied.
Sorry, buddy. Food's turning into Molotovs around here. Yeah, you can see I've recruited pretty heavily off these guys already. Haven't even been down this area yet. But yeah, that's the plan.
It's too damn crowded around.
Overall, like I said, I would make sure you take your you're trying to build up a lot of food so you can convert the food into fuel, so you can use the fuel to burn out all these infestations. I would just break down melee weapons you don't use, things around the base you don't use, turn them into parts, and use those parts to create firecrackers, and then just use the firecrackers to lure the zombies out. And if you throw a good firecracker right into a group of zombies, you can even get lucky and set them on fire. But that's how I would do it. That's where my focus would just be luring the zombies out the infestations and converting one of them, your garden into meds. Try to build your meds up, and then once you get your meds built back up, and you got 10 plus meds, because meds generally decay slower than food, because you're usually maybe losing 2 meds a day because of your the infirmary. But that could be something you could easily squash with a medical outpost also. So either get a medical outpost or convert your garden over to meds and just let that build you up some meds.
Around here.
Nah, it's fine. As I get more influence, which I'm going to husband now because I've been spending it like crazy, I'll definitely turn one of these houses into a safe zone. Not sure which, probably somewhere useful. And geez, when I got that, I really thought it was producing food.
Yo, our med supply is low, and we do not want to run out.
No, he's right. But anyway, yeah, that's the plan. Cool. So that's it. Keen to know what you think. I haven't really got a fighty video at this stage, but I can do that if you want me to record when I go in to take out some of these infestations, for example. I can definitely do that, but I won't bore you overly and keep talking longer than I should. So cool. Good work, gang. I'm going to exit.
All right. So, yeah, just all the stuff that I said throughout the video. Hopefully we touched on a lot of stuff. And, yeah, definitely send us another video showing us, the outcome of what happened. If you drastically improve and, you make good moves, or if shit, went downhill. But I'm pretty sure a lot of us are going to be curious to see how everything ended up turning out. But I'm pretty sure if you take a little bit of what I said here, and people are probably going to give you some tips in the comments, and just go with some of that. Take what a little bit of what I said, a little bit of what they say, a little bit of what you want to do, and come up with your own game plan. And nobody can tell you how to play the game. Realistically, you play it how you want to play it. There's no right or wrong way. These are just kind of tips from my play style that help you out. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope everybody else enjoyed this. Like I said, if you guys are also interested in submitting gameplay for review, it'll be down in the description below. Submit it to the Discord, and make sure it's uploaded on YouTube. Submit the video through Discord. I have my video review Discord channel. You post it in there. Discord can be done. You can have it on a cell phone. You don't need to have a computer to do it. Obviously, you have to have a computer to record, but I don't know how that works on Xbox, recording on Xbox. But either way, all you got to do is upload the video to YouTube, post the video link in my Discord channel, give me a brief description of what you were trying to accomplish in the video, leave your name so I know what to address you by, and yeah. But Vernal, thank you. Or this wasn't Vernal. This was what was it? GuruStu. Yeah, appreciate you for submitting this, and it was a lot of fun. Please update us, And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.